Hey there, you too. This stream is just a little like behind the scenes kind of thing that I thought I'd put out there, so people, if for any reason I turn up on somebody else's videos or someone joins my game and I'm doing something that seems odd or something like that, if they've seen this, they'll know exactly what's going on. It's my method of playing and why I do this. First of all, unless I'm with a heap of friends and we're just screwing around, generally speaking, you're perfectly safe from me. Unless you do something that's, you know, trolly, because the crew I'm in, it's the anti-troll police basically. So if you're a troll, then this crew is to stop you basically. We don't always just plan it out to stop you. Sometimes we'll toy with you, or if somebody else is in session getting bullied and you're bullying them, or you are getting bullied, we will get the bully, and we will usually pull them off you. So get their attention on us, and then they'll be on us instead of you type thing. That's what the crew's all about. And generally speaking too, because I've been playing this game for so long, because I started playing this when it first came out. Day one, 360 online release. The second, when it was supposed to come out the first, it came out the second, because, you know, Americans up themselves, so they release it on their date and don't state it's a American time zone, it's global time zone. But that beside the point, I jumped on day one. When I was first playing it, I was hardcore, you know, keep my KD to like no one's killed me but I've killed them type thing. So for the first, oh, holy crap, handful of months, my KD was near on perfect. I started to let it slack after a while. It's like, and then they brought out the bunkers, where it's like kill a certain number of people to unlock a certain skin for your gun. I'd be on with friends and they go, oh, that skin looks cool, can I get that skin off? Yeah, you can kill me, it's alright. And I just stood there and let them kill me like a dozen times or whatever. And since that point, my KD, it's like, I don't give a shit. It's like, I don't play the game for KD. I never did, but when it first came out, it was like, ooh, well, I'm starting with a fresh thing, so it's like, keep the KD at, you know, 0 or like neutral. So I would do all the killing, not get killed. So technically it'd be perfect KD. So if I've killed one person, it'd be a 1.8. If I killed 2 people, it'd be 2.0, so on and so forth. I think that's the way they work it. But since then, how many years? 7 years of playing this game? Just playing out killing people isn't fun. I don't find it entertaining anymore. So if I get someone that killed me, like I had one earlier. In fact, is his still in the feed? Let's have a look, see. I don't think it is. No, it's not. I had a guy earlier. I was doing a vehicle delivery. It was just one of the ones I found off the street and taking on the Simeon. But he blew it up. And instead of just going around and killing him again, because I could have quite easily killed him a handful of times, made him rage quit. But that's not fun to me. It's not entertaining. So on the mic, start calling him names, trying to get him to bite. He didn't bite. He cowered it out, or chicken shit it out, and he ran away. And generally speaking, I won't go out of my way to not let you kill me. Half the time, I will let you kill me to keep my KD low. Because a lot of people, this is how you know they're an idiot. A lot of people, when they first see you in the game, they'll come in and go, okay, this guy here is causing trouble. They'll come across to the online section. They'll go down to players. And the first thing they'll check is your KD. Oh, it's up. It's actually higher than what I like it. At 0.5. They go, oh, he's only at 0.5. Or like if you scroll down and see if I can find one. This guy here, 1.4. He'll look, oh, he's a 1.5. He's better than me. I've got to take him down. That kind of mentality is what goes on with a lot of the people that play this game. So I don't let them get to me because I know they're, I use the term a lot, little dick people. They got little penises, so they feel like they've got to do something big to compensate for it. Whereas those kind of people won't succeed. Whereas the people like me and people who play with my similar mentality will, because we're not out to prove anything. We're here to have fun, socialise and enjoy the game. That doesn't rule out killing people or whatever, because that's what the game's about, let's face it. It's not a Call of Duty, so when people shoot you and you go, what'd you do that for? It's Grand Theft Auto. That makes no sense to me. Grand Theft Auto, it's like, grand is good, awesome, large, that sort of stuff. Theft, stealing, and automobiles. So it's like great car stealing, or great stealing of cars. And where in that is Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, what are some of the other ones? All those sort of games. Nowhere in the title is that there. But the fact that Rockstar encourage it by giving you all these big guns and weaponized vehicles, like the one I'm in right now is a weaponized vehicle. It's light weaponized, so it's only a machine gun, but it's a weaponized vehicle. Generally speaking, I will never use my weaponized vehicles against people because that's not cool. It's like, if I can't kill them fist to fist or pistol to pistol and all that, it's like, then that doesn't mean I've got skills because I've killed them with a weaponized vehicle. No, that means I don't have skills. If I've got skills, I will go after them on foot. But if I want to toy with them, oh shit yeah, I'll pull out whatever vehicles I feel like pulling out. Usually it's something along the lines of like my cooler or something that can go off the radar. The RC tank, I love using the RC tank against people. Especially if they're trolley people, I'll pull out my RC tank because they can't see you on the radar and I'll go at them. Which is what I used against the guy that blew my car up earlier. He blew my car up, so I gunned him down out of his car. He drove straight at me, so I shot him in the face. I didn't even dodge, I just shot him in the face. No roll, no nothing. So I just stood there. Yeah, he ran me over, but I killed him. So it's like, you used the vehicle, I was just standing there. So those kind of toxic people, I used to go out of my way, kill until they rage quit. But now I'll try and egg them on or coax them to communicate, and I don't know how you word it. Kind of get them to communicate why they're doing it, or either rage at me. One of the two. It's like, either way, I'm happy. They're communicating because I'm a social player and that's a social interaction. 99% of the time, you'll get a stupid ass kid on there making stupid ass comments. But when you do get a legit, it's happened a few times. I had a guy killing a friend of mine, so I went down and helped my friend out. So I'd done my usual thing, you know, jump into game chat, abuse the living shit out of them, call them names, try and egg them on to making a comment. Pull down, unmute their mic and make a comment. He did that, and he was not a 12-year-old kid using mummy's credit card to buy all the weaponized vehicles. It was a normal player, okay, non-toxic player. He was just right. We do it. I do it sometimes. My friends do it sometimes. Everyone does it. You go a little toxic sometimes, just killing people. He was doing that. He was just killing people. And when I found that out, we ended up being friends. I friended him. He friended me. It's like, and it's fine. It's like, I don't mind people to do that. But when you get them and you're like, I jump into game chat and I go, come on, and you call them names and you want me to go at you? And I said to the guy earlier, he blew me up. I gun him in the drop, oh, what's the matter, mate? You die. And then I like keep egging him on, keeping on. And I said, you want me to go at you? And I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for the answer. Yes or no, yes or no. He did not answer. He jumped in his car and he done a runner and then he left the session. So it's like, obviously he was a KD whore and he was scared that I was going to go him and he'd get his KD knocked down. Another guy did speak in game chat and the only comment he made was shut my mouth. It's like, hang on, it's a public game. It's a public lobby. No one has the right to tell anyone to shut up. And if if you don't like what someone is saying, there is always the option to go into here, you go to online, and you can go to players, and you can select anybody in that list, and you can toggle mute. If you don't know what they're saying, you can toggle mute. And I explained to this guy in the game that that's what you do. And he's, oh, I know to do that. I just want you to shut up. So, and then he said something along the lines of it, but then no one will hear me, or no one will hear him. It's like, no, toggle. If you toggle mute on me, you don't hear me, but everyone else still hears me, and everyone still hears you. All it does is make so you can't hear that person that you've muted. And he's got like, I don't know whether, I'm 99% sure he was a friend of the guy that tried to grief me. And instead of the guy that tried to grief me jumping into game chat and defending himself for his actions, like if he was just tooling around, I would have been fine with that. But he didn't even make a comment. The other guy jumps in and tells me to shut the hell up. It's like, hang on a second. And then when I check their accounts, the PSN thing, they've both got all this shit hidden. So I can almost guarantee you that they know each other in some way. Because the fact that one guy defending another guy, and they've both got all the stuff hidden, it means they're people who hide their stuff on their PSNs are usually trolls and troublemakers. So if you want to come onto Grand Theft Auto and find out who's a troll, who's a troublemaker, the people you should go after, or the people you should avoid, there's a handful of simple rules. First of all, you check their names. Are there any in this lobby? No. If it's LX, a name, XL, or LLLLIIILI, which is called a barcode, those kind of people, you know they're going to be trouble. Same with if you go to their actual PSN and they've got all this stuff hidden, they're going to be trouble. Another thing too is if you bring up your map and you look on the map and you find people on an Oppressor Mark II or the Laser Jet. Those two, you can, it's not 100% guaranteed, but the name and those two vehicles and the fact that they're hiding all their stuff on their on the PSN. So when you view their profile, it says it's not public, it's private. They are trouble. If all three of those are the case, I can almost guarantee that person's going to cause trouble. So for example, if you come in and there's a barcode, you go to their account, it says not public. Okay, there's one, it's a barcode, and two, it's not public. And then you see them get on an Oppressor Mark II or in a Laser Jet, you go, okay, they're trouble. The other thing you can also spot too is the van. Actually, I'll go down to my workshop and show you. Most of the people who watch the video will know the van I'm talking about. It's the Godmode van. It's the little... When you go to your club, the van you start off with, it's the... Surfer? Sun... I can't remember what it's called now. Actually, I can check in there. I'll point it out in the store. Yeah. It's in that one, I think. I'm pretty sure it's called the Surfer, but either way, you can use it in your workshop. It's in your nightclub workshop. It's one of your delivery vehicles, and you can glitch it out to be God mode. The second you see that icon, you know, okay, there's a good chance that they've God moded it, especially if they got like barcode or the letters in front and behind their name, or all the stuff on their account is hidden, not public. Then you know, okay, that's a troublemaker. That van is almost guaranteed to be God moded. And then you know, go after them, or avoid them, or report them, or kick them. You can't report someone for just having a name. So the report part, only report them if you see them doing something. The kicking part though, generally speaking, if I see somebody that looks suspicious, and the second I see them doing something suspicious, I will just vote to kick them. The second I can prove that they're doing something wrong, God-moded van, God-moded themselves and stuff like that, then generally speaking, I'll report them. And if I can guarantee it, that they're God-moded themselves, I'll report them and go other, and go, Godmode. Type in Godmode. As it stands at the moment, from all the information I've been given, there is a semi-easy way to see if someone is trying to Godmode themselves. If they're at the casino and then all of a sudden they're at the airport, LSIA, the airport that way, that means they're trying to Godmode themselves. Because when they do the glitch and it fails, it spawns them in the airport. So if you spot someone's questionable name and all their stuff is hidden and they're at the casino and then all of a sudden they're at the airport in the city, then they're more than likely trying to Godmode themselves. But you can only see that if they fail. If they're successful, you won't be able to tell unless you shoot them and they do not die. So when I jump onto GTA, those are the things I look for. Name, is the profile, like for example, if I randomly choose a person on here, go onto here, go to online, go to players. We'll say for example, that one there is probably the iffiest looking character in the lobby. Yeah, because of the XD in front of his name, but he could be a perfectly fine person. You go into there, you get show profile. It won't show you because the stream pauses it, but when you get into their profile, his is not public. So just in that there, his name is a little on the iffy side, and his account, his PSN, his profile is his name's there, but like what games he's got, who his friends are, what music he listens to, all that stuff is hidden. That in itself isn't a bad thing because some people like their privacy. He could be one of those ones that like his privacy. But when you get the fact that they've got an iffy name, all the stuff is hidden, and the vehicles, then you know, well, that's 3 trigger points there. That's a questionable person. And usually if I have that situation, like that guy there's technically 2 because his name's iffy. There's nothing wrong with his name. Ah, it's Jay, is it? Yeah, the name in itself isn't a trigger point. The stuff hidden isn't a trigger point. And the vehicles aren't trigger points, but when all 3 are together, you can look and go, well, that guy's going to be trouble. He's a troublemaker, he's a person of interest. If you were a federal agency, you'd get, that guy's got to be on the watch list. Okay, if anyone is curious who watches the stream afterward, those 2 that are speaking in the text there, they're friends I play GTA with, and they will 100% back me on my statement about the looking for troublemakers by their name, their account being hidden, and the vehicles they are driving. It's like they will 100% back me up saying, yes, when you see those 3 things, that person is going to be trouble. Yeah, so that's how you spot troublemakers. Well, obviously you can shoot anyone you like, and if they shoot you back, then you're in. Me, personally, I don't normally shoot first. Yeah, normally what I will do is if I'll see someone, oh yeah, they're questionable, I'll drive up to them. If they shoot at me first, then it's an open season. Not so much with those 2. Those 2 there, those 2 will be in the game and they'll see someone, even if their name's fine, all their stuff is not hidden, they're perfectly fine, those 2 there, they'll come and shoot you. If you get aggro on them and shoot them back, then it's on for young and old. yeah, so generally speaking, like the Mick guy, he's in the same crew as me. So we've got a whole set of rules and stuff like that we've got to abide by for the crew rules and stuff like that. So we've got limitations of what we can do. But that doesn't mean we can't fuck you up, because we will do that. And that's a hell of a lie. You never shoot Mick my backside. Yeah, because the crew's all for the fun side. The crew that Mick and myself are in, we're all for the fun. And anyone who wants to take the fun away, we'll go. Especially if they're a trolley person, we will go and we will fuck them up. And we don't necessarily just go and shoot them. We will toy with it. It's like a cat playing with its food. We will go there and we'll tease them a little bit. Yeah, you want some more, bitch? And that's why I jump into game chat half the time. And a lot of people say, "Oh, why are you so mad?" For? Like, I'm not mad. I'm just freaking in there trying to get you to bite. And then when the people don't bite, I just keep like a dog with a bone. I would keep just trying. Can I not let me? There we go. Should I point out the crews we're in? Yes, I should. I'm in TATG, and the other guy is in Drop Bears. The Drop Bears are more of the go and kill people side of things, whereas the TATG are more of the enforcement side of things. So we won't necessarily go out of our way to kill people. Doesn't mean we won't, but we won't necessarily do it. Whereas the Drop Bears, they will. They'll come and shoot you just for the sheer heck of shooting you. Whereas the TATG, we're more of a strategic personnel. We'll go, oh yeah, that person could be trouble. Let's go test the waters. Or will this person rage? Let's find out, and stuff like that kind of thing. We're all in it for the fun, whereas the Drop Bears are in more like, let's go fuck people up. Any Aussies will know what a Drop Bear is. Anyone who isn't from Australia, all those videos that say where Drop Bears are fake, technically they're not. Drop Bears are real. It's just bubble getting popped here. A lot of people go, oh, it's just a koala. It's like, well, that's where it came from. But the word drop bear, the actual species of drop bear, it's a thing. It's just not the whole. What do the Americans call that? No, Americans. That little creature that no one's ever seen. I can't remember what they call it. They all think it's one of those. It's not. It's part myth, based on a real thing. So yeah. But that's what the crew is based on, the Drop Bear. So it's like, think of Grand Theft Auto as a bush, or a jungle or forest as other countries will call it. And they are those invisible bears you cannot see, and then all of a sudden they'll just drop on you and then fuck the shit out of you. They will absolutely murder you. And that's what a drop bear is. So a drop bear isn't necessarily a koala. It could be a brown bear. If it does a surprise attack, it's a drop bear. And if anyone's curious, technically a koala is not a bear. So just a heads up for that one. Anyone that goes, oh, it's a cute little koala bear. Koalas technically aren't bears. So the term drop bear it's kind of like the term that Americans use, gangster. It's kind of like that. So if an American comes to Australia and they hear the story about a drop bear and they go, oh, it's all fake. Well, no, it's true, but not in the literal term. It's not a koala that's sitting on a branch holding a sharp blade, going, "Where's the next person? Where's the next person?" You walk near them and they jump out the branch and stab you in the neck. That's not a drop bear. That is fake. That's not what happens. But a drop bear, the term, that's a true term, and it's used in Australia as, like in America, gangster or mobster or something like that. The guy with the weird name left. Yeah, so if anyone's in the game with me, or any of my crewmates, or any of my friends for that matter, and they see them and they blow them up, by all means, speak in game chat, say something to them. You'll 99% of the time get a comment back. It'll usually, depending on which crew it is, usually be a laugh or a dig at you or something like that. If you're nice back, polite back, and don't get aggro and something like that, then usually we'll play nice. Say usually. But if you start aggroing on us, or calling us names, or threatening us, it's like, there's no way in the world we're going to play nice with someone who, like, for example, threatens to DDoS someone, or starts calling out someone's address, hinting at that they've pulled your IP. Like, that is when the, in brackets, the drop bear thing comes into effect. It's like, you start doing shit like that, the crews that all know each other, and on the Xbox and the PlayStation, especially the anti-troll group, the one I'm in right now, they are linked, and they link multiple crews together, because the anti-troll group isn't a crew as such, it's an umbrella crew. It's kind of like when you get you get Holden, Chevy, and also they're all General Motors. So think of the anti-troll group as like a General Motors, whereas the drop bears might be Vauxhall, and all the other ones could be all different, like General Chevrolet or GMC and something like that. So they're all linked to each other in some way. And if you screw one over, it's not just that one crew you've got to deal with. It's like the entire group. And if any of those groups are on, and you will know which groups they are, because I'm not going to state which groups they are. So for example, if you screw with me, which is the anti-troll, the person that you screw with, for example, in this case it's me, you screw with me, and then I will inform all the other members of all the other crews, say, right, this person was trouble, they done this, keep your eye open. You could be in a lobby 3 weeks later, and someone that isn't in this crew, but is linked to the crew, and there's no way to tell that they're linked. Because it's not on Rockstar's Andrew and all that they're linked, it's just friendly crews. You'll be in a session with total randoms, you won't see that crew in there, my crew in there at all, then all of a sudden, you're getting screwed over by someone that doesn't look familiar. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know this crew, I don't know this person. It's because you screwed with one of their friends. And it's like, that's what is the best thing about the Grand Theft Auto system. It's like, you have a group of friends that you can link up to each other, and you have all these different crews, and if you screw one over, you're going to play with all of them. And it's not always going to be straight away. It could be 3 months down the line. It could be 2 minutes down the line. You could be doing a job. You could be just parked there. You could be anything, and all of a sudden you're copping rockets. You got 2 oppressors on you, or you're getting orbited repeatedly, or something like that. You don't know what's coming, and you don't know when it's coming. So it's like, choose your targets very carefully. Friends, like, you cannot beat a good group of friends, especially if they're a close-knit group of friends, even if they're not all playing together at the same time. I can recall back when I was on the Xbox, it was just after my father was diagnosed with cancer. We had a toxic person in the lobby. At the time, there was 6 different crews in the lobby, not including the person that made the comment. And he I can't remember exactly what happened, but he started shit, and he went toxic on me, and he told me that I'm cancer and he hopes that I die from cancer. And before I could even make the statement of, dude, don't. Before I could even say that, I could see on my map, as you can see, I've got the expanded map, and I've always had it that way, so I can see people coming. Almost every dot in the lobby started conversing on this one person. I didn't have to say anything to any of them because they knew me and they knew the situation was. And it works the same on the PlayStation. Generally speaking, it happens exactly the same. They're all doing their own thing. Off drag racing, shooting NPCs, blowing shit up and stuff like that. This guy made this one comment, and within 5 minutes, 90% of the lobby was conversing on this one guy and spawn killing him. He had no chance. And that's the kind of mateship that I am proud to say I'm part of, both on the Xbox and the PlayStation. And the people that have been making these comments in the list there, like, yeah, we'll fuck around with each other till the cows come home. And it's all good fun. But the second a toxic person targets anybody in that group, they are going to get fucked up. And we won't do it in a toxic way. We'll do it in a way where you wish you hadn't done it. So, well, I'm going to call it there, because that's half an hour, and my headset's going flat. Just going to end the stream. But I thought I'd just put this out so people can see why I play the way I play. And if you're in the game with me and you see me yelling in the mic, calling your names, and wondering why I'm just running straight at you instead of taking cover and stuff like that, it's because I don't give. It's a game. It's like, I don't care, and I'm here to make you question your reality and rage. If I can make you quit in a way that isn't me shooting you repeatedly, I'm happy. If I can make you go and hide in your apartment for an hour, I am happy. It's like, I taught you a lesson, and it wasn't just by killing you over and over again. Okay, well, I'm going to call it. I'll catch you all next time. Stay safe. See yous.